Okay, so as a leader or manager, how can you identify if you've got the right traits?
Yes. Well, I suppose number one would be, are you achieving the right results? Because if you're not, then it's back to what we said earlier, isn't it? It's hard to say to someone, is it me that's causing you the problem, or is it me that you're leaving for? But my mother used to have this great thing when we were kids of saying, every time you point the finger at someone, remember there's 4 pointing back at you. So if the results aren't what you'd like them to be, maybe you need to question whether or not you're leading your team in the right way. I think what we touched on earlier is, are we retaining good people? Because if people are leaving us, again, I've seen small business owners almost naively saying there must be something wrong with all these people, instead of stopping and thinking, I wonder if it might be my behavior that's having a kind of impact on all of this. And the other thing I think we should be trying to do, and larger companies do it very formally and scientifically, but we could do it as small business, is ask people for feedback.
Yeah.
Actually ask them, are there things that, and it doesn't have to be as bold as, tell me what I'm good at and not what I'm not good at, but it can be as simple as, is there anything I'm doing that perhaps is not helping you in your job? Or is there anything I should be doing that would make it easier for you to achieve your objectives? And people, if they really believe that you want the feedback, they'll give it to you.
Yeah.
The only reason they won't sometimes is fear, isn't it? If I tell the boss, they might fire me.
Yeah, if you've got a good relationship with your staff, then it shouldn't be a problem, should it?
If you are genuine and there's trust and they understand that you really want to be a better manager, and perhaps you've never done this before, perhaps you've never managed people before, if you can contextualize it and then say to people, please tell me if there's anything I'm doing that's getting in the way for you, or if there's anything that I could do that would make life easier for you, and I'll do it. And they'll tell you often.
Yeah, I used to have in my last business, we had I had a one-to-one sheet that we used to go through every month, and we used to write our comments on a discussion really, and just take notes. And then it was a really good way of getting things out of people that they wouldn't just tell you otherwise.
Absolutely, and that was very formal, wasn't it, for a small business?
Yeah.
But it can be done, even if there's 2 of you in the business, isn't it? It can be done in a quite informal way over a cup of tea kind of thing, because, how do you find out whether you're a good leader or not? Well, ask the people you're leading, and they'll pretty well tell you, won't they? Good and bad, and don't be afraid of it. Because I've never met the perfect leader yet. I don't think I ever will either.
Perfect in whose eyes, though? Just your eyes?
Well, it won't be out there, will it? There'll always be something we can do better when it comes to working with people, I think.
One person's perfection is not somebody else's perfection.
That's right. Absolutely. Absolutely.